Okay, so welcome. You're probably wondering why I say that social conditioning in schools is ruining the best in students. First, let's analyze how I came to this conclusion. Over the elongated period of time I have personally been in school, I have noticed a trend in what I believe is a lot of students. This trend, in my perspective, is a mentality of sorts. Not a bad one, it achieves some good, but it does prevent further excellence. It's simply a mentality of, just get the work done, man. I know that this is a really great thing to say to someone who isn't particularly, getting the work done, but it's a mentality that is kind of demotivating. Like, take for example, you want to do your best on something, but you can't figure out. Take for example, you want to do your best on something, but you can't figure out exactly how to, and there's no one that can help you in any significant way. Imagine being told to just get it done in that situation. Wouldn't it be kind of frustrating? Not in the sense that you're necessarily angry at the person for suggesting it, but more frustrating that they're right. You want something that's different from reality, and that reality is hard to face, and it is frustrating to face. Some people want to do their best, some want to get it done. Don't you see how conflicting this is? The question is, how to remove frustration from this, being able to do work that you're proud of, and at the same time, motivate others to do their best as well. So, how? Well, I have one answer I tried for myself, and while I don't have the full answer, I can say that in some ways it's helped. Simply, work with friends, work with groups. Now I know what you're thinking. Yes, sometimes, in fact, many times I have experienced a group project where one person carries the entire team home. But what if they aren't working on the same thing? What if one person is working on one type of a piece of homework while another is working on a different type of that same homework? It could maybe result in each student wanting to personally work on their homework more than let someone else do the work for them and allow a more collaborative effort to help each other think through the problems together rather than give the answer without explanation. Messed up word. Now how, you may say, could I have possibly tried this for myself? Well, simply, me and my friend, who we'll call Flint, together we worked in this chemistry class. He's taking an online course and I'm taking an in-person one. We have different topics in small ways. That was made clear enough to me when I worked with him. Together, we worked on assignments in our respective classes. However, partially, I would ask him if he knows anything about this question, or vice versa with him. Since it was mostly different, I wouldn't have answers some of the times, but I would still help him work through it, and we'd figure out things together. Unlike in the past, where I would work alone on assignments, or with the teacher, it would be very frustrating. There was many times where I would face a question and not have an answer, then either turn to the teacher to get an immediate one, or feel almost insane trying to figure it out by myself. It felt unrewarding and demotivating both ways. With this approach, it's different. We both don't have a specific answer. We both work through it, and in the end, our answer feels not only reliable, but 10 times rewarding. Oh my gosh, rewarding. Since it took effort to get such an answer. The reason why we can get an answer so reliable like a teacher's answer is because we're both knowledgeable on different things and allow ourselves to learn from each other's conclusions and get some kind of answer that feels reliable because we both agreed on it. Now, given all this, I feel like this could be a possible answer to that question which plagues me. That question of how to remove frustration, do your proudest, and motivate the best for others, especially given my end result. Before, I used to feel these things. Now, I feel better. However, I have not personally talked to others about this possible social conditioning, admittedly. I observe, I conclude, and I say these things without a lot of knowledge of if others feel the same about their work, and, well, lots of different things I said. So, as I end off this video, I want to know, I want to know your thoughts on this. Do you think, oh my gosh, I'm gonna kill. Do you think there's this social conditioning around getting the work done rather than doing your best? Do you think this is the best solution? Do you have another one? Or do you think there's something larger here? I don't know. Whatever question there is on this topic, I want to know your thoughts on it. There's a lot of things I said and a lot of things to be asked, so tell me in the comments. Anyways, in the end, my observations and experimenting led to what I would consider a sort of personal success. This video was made for my English class where we proposed projects and different things. All of them really focusing on what we can do about a specific societal pressure we noticed is hindering something we see as important. It's a really fun project to think about, and anyone watching can happily take that prompt and answer it in their own way. Anyway, that's why this video is much different than my other styles of videos, for anyone who was wondering and has seen me before. Well, I think now is the time to end this video. I hope that anyone watching may have gotten a deeper insight into, well, anything. And thanks for staying until the end. Y'all are great. Alright, bye. Finna get a 100 on this assignment, yo. Finna get a 100. Yeah! I'm depressed.